Welcome to the After Talk on the day, the weekend, that Meliden are out of all cup competitions at the first round for this season. The result came in the 4-0 loss away to Cae Sling, which they lost to Penmaenmawr Phoenix, with the goals coming from Jamie Jones, 2 from Adam Hold and 1 from Daniel Williams. And the results from elsewhere in the first round of the Cookson Cup: Kilwell Bay won by 6 goals to 2 at home to Glanconwy. Rutland Town lost at home to Iglanai by 4 goals to 1. Caergydion won at home by 4 goals to 1 at home to Brokedu, and Mockter Sports lost at home 4 goals to 2 against Llandudno Amateurs. Now here's an interview with the coach, Dan Sleet.
We're gutted, to be honest, for a few reasons. Obviously, first and foremost, we're out of a cup that was, you deemed to be a realistic, winnable cup competition, given the fact that it's just teams from our league. So, for teams in our league, this would be a cup where you would think that it's the most realistic one to win. Or even more so gutted now that it's another game, another winless game, and that streak has continued in quite very tough and gutted circumstances, to be honest. So that is our overriding emotion at the moment.
So we're out of all cup competitions, we're languishing in the league. What's next? What can we do next?
So I think in the immediate term, we've got 2 full weeks off now. And no game next week or the week after. I think our next game now is the start of October, which can be a bit of a positive, really, where maybe that gives us some time to, have a little bit of a semi-reset and to reflect on what's happened in the last 5 or 6 games. Really digest really be honest and transparent with each other and everyone about, why we're really not getting the best out of this group, and as a collective, coaches, management, players, why are we in the situation that we're in, and how can we get ourselves out of it?
You can watch the rest of the interview later by going to www.melidenfootballclub.co.uk, as well as our Instagram. You can check out our other socials: Facebook, X, formerly known as Twitter, YouTube and TikTok, as well as sending any questions or queries you may have to melidenfootball@gmail.com. And here's how you can win £50 at the end of the season with every right prediction. Fancy £50? Play your predictions right, and you can do. Guess correctly as many match scores as possible throughout Meliden season to best your chances of winning £50 at the end of it. It's free to enter. All you have to do is put your name and prediction on our website or during the build-up in our Facebook comments. Entries must be 18 or over and have access to a PayPal account in order to transfer the winnings. Entries close after the Christmas holidays to give you a realistic chance, and new entries after closing will not be counted. The very best of luck to you all.
Now this is part of the After Talk, what we call question time, in which we get questions from a random individual or a supporter, and it was off, but it's back on thanks to one Deej Hobson, who sent these 3 questions over WhatsApp. And the first question is, what was your overall evaluation of the match? If I'm being honest, it was a mixed bag of it was fair, it was not fair, and everything else in between. If I'm being honest about it, is that we felt like in the first half we could have had a chance. The first half we felt like we could have had a chance in the second half, but since when that first couple of goals for Phoenix came in, we just went downhill straight away fast. And the fact that many different kind of things did not help us, did not help our cause, so it was we were just suffering from that first goal for Phoenix onwards. So that's my overall evaluation of the match. I don't know if I can explain that anymore, if I'm being honest. Do you feel the result was deserved? It's mostly yes, because Phoenix was a tough team and they always have a point to prove. The 4-0 win, as predicted by many people, is a fair result if we're being honest. However, it could have been a little bit more for them, it could have been at least a couple for us, but really in that ballpark it was kind of deserved. I'm not really knocking off it for Phoenix. Played us off the park, and we deserve to lose. Simple as that. And the third and final question was, were Penn as dominant as it seemed on the app? Like I said, the first half, it was kind of mixed. In fact, in saying that, we were the better team for at least the first 15 minutes. Penn did push on as much as they can, and in fairness, they were the more dominant team in the second half, more than we were in the first half. So really, it was more of the case of shots that cost us. Like, we had at least a good 3 shots, 2 of them being on target in the first half, maybe a little bit more, and we barely had any shots in the second half. That shows you how dominant how dominant Penn were. They were just throwing shot after us, but the first half we held our own, and like I said, we thought that we could have had a chance in the second half after our performance in the first half, but afterwards it just fell downhill. It really fell downhill real fast. What is everyone else's thoughts on it? Please let us know in the comments, or if you want to send us any DMs about any questions that you may have about this game or the next game or the show in general. Just send in a question across all of our socials, and we'll try and answer them next time round. Your voice matters at the end of the day. Now, there is no match next week, okay? So we don't know when the next match is going to be, but hopefully you'll be there for us. It is going to be a league match, and the league matches from now, since being October, will be the default start time of around 2 o'clock. So the next match time, whenever that will be, you'll find out at it will be broadcast at 1:45, most likely at the beginning of October, and hopefully we'll be playing here once again, because it's not long now until the pitch redevelops and is back on track. But yeah, the next match, we're not sure when that's going to be, but hopefully you'll join us for that. But the main question is, where do we go from here? I'm not too sure, but really, there needs to be a turnaround, and that's from my point of view. What are your thoughts? Let us know. Good night.